Crossroads. Each Crossroads story is based on the actual experiences of American clergymen, pastor, priest, or rabbi, the men who give inspiration and guidance to people at the crossroads of life. These dramatic stories are presented with the cooperation of our Board of Advisors, Captain Maurice M. Witherspoon, Father George B. Ford, and Dr. William F. Rosenblum. And now for our story. New York, a city full of people, rich and poor, good and bad, all kinds of people with all kinds of trouble. To kids growing up neglected and without guidance, the answer was joining street gangs, where fun was another word for violence. Hey, what's going on here? Come back here, you! Hey, come back here, you!
Listen to this. Girl collapses in hysteria after describing kiss-stealing bandit as a big, ugly beast with wild eyes.
Hi, beast.
Man, what a kick. How'd you ever think of it, Race?
I just thought I'd let her see how a real man kissed.
Boy, I bet you she throws rocks at that Dawson now. We sure taught that teacher he can't get away with chewing us out in class.
Been operating in our part of town. So I don't like it. So you've got muscles. One of these days, Casey, you'll get your head split. That goes for you and any of the other angels that operate in our territory.
On the east side, no one was more concerned with the juvenile problem than Father William Went.
Oh, hi, Father.
Hi, Race.
New kid, huh?
Yeah, Race, this is Jory Alston.
Hi. Ray Stevens. This is Yucks. They call me that because of the way I laugh. Laugh for him, will you, Yucks?
Glad to know you.
Jory's father is going to help teach you kids how to box. Used to be a professional.
Pro, huh? Alston.
Hey, was your father the little cannon?
The very one.
Yeah. My dad took me to see him fight once. What a left he had. Wham, bam, bam. He nearly took Catero's head off.
Hey, man. With him training me, I ought to be able to clean up in the Golden Gloves.
Well, I hope the Golden Gloves isn't the only reason you're joining this gym.
Oh, yeah, sure, Father. Yucks, I think the Angels could stand a new member.
Sure, that's the bit. Wait till KC finds out who's joined our gang.
Well, I'm not going to, Yucks.
You ain't gonna do what?
I'm not going to join.
Hey, but man, I mean, we got the best club in town.
It's not that race. I just don't want to join any gang. I'm sorry.
Hey, you better change your mind, kid.
Yeah, and you better forget about the whole thing, Race.
Father, don't you have any souls to save?
Yeah, sure. I got a lot to save. But how do I get through to you, Race? What language do I use to tell you that this gang warfare...
Save it for the church.
Yeah. By the way, you won't need that knife in the Golden Gloves.
Jory, what's wrong? You're not eating. And you haven't been out of the house for a month. Shall I call the doctor?
I'm not sick, Mom. Please don't worry about me.
Oh, it's terrible. Terrible. Now, listen to this. Teenager stabbed in street fight. Jersey City boy dying from 6 knife wounds after gang attacked him. What's wrong with him?
You shouldn't read terrible stories like that when we're eating. It's enough to upset anyone.
Jory was forced to join the gang that best promised to protect him.
Looks good on you. Keep it.
Thought you said there wouldn't be any trouble.
No trouble. We're just gonna teach Race a little lesson, that's all. What are you, a sissy?
No. You can't. I'm not...
You're gonna do what you're told, sissy. Or I'll give your teeth a little polishing. Hey, here they come!
Look out, Race!
All right, break it up. Yeah, break it up. Break it up. Casey, get on it. Come on.
Freeze, you tigers, or I'll get you.
Come on. Get over here. Give me that.
You all right, Father?
Yes, I'm all right.
Brass knucks, a lead pipe, blackjack. The toys of our children. Go on, Father. Tell me about juvenile delinquents. Tell me about these poor, misguided little boys whose innocent hands are wrapped around blackjacks instead of baseball bats. Cry me a tear, Father. Tell me how they got that way.
Feel better now, Walt?
Not much. Okay, Father, I'll try and get these kids off on probation to you.
Thanks for getting us off. I had to, Father. Race kept pushing me around. I had to do something.
Something like this.
I couldn't fight the angels all by myself, could I? I didn't want to join Casey's gang. But I had to. I don't know what you think, but I had to.
Yeah, sure.
Dirty, double-crossing little punk. Honest, I didn't know. I tried to warn you.
You're gonna wish you joined us 1,000 times before we're through with you.
What's the matter? Life scare you, sissy?
Hi, son.
Well, hey, what's the matter with your jacket? It's torn.
Nothing, Mom.
You been fighting again? Now, you know your mother doesn't want you to fight.
I know that, Dad. I'm sorry about the jacket,
Well,
Mom.
it's nothing that a needle and thread won't fix.
What was it all about?
Nothing, Dad. Wasn't even a fight. Just a bunch of guys fooling around.
Hey, kid.
Dad? I'm not a sissy, am I?
You? Are you kidding?
Hiya, Jory. You been shopping? Let's see the loot. Give it back. Relax, man. Woo, how dainty. It's for my mother. It's her birthday present. Give it back, Ro. La-di-da-da-da-da-da.
Jory, did you get your mother's present?
No, sir.
Oh, now don't tell me you forgot it.
I know where it is, and I'm gonna get it. I told you, Cal.
But, my dear madam, isn't the lace hem just darling?
I want my mother's present.
Oh, he wants his mother's present. He wants his mother's present. Go get it.
Get back. Get away from me, I'm warning you. Yucks! That crazy guy, I'll get him for you, knucklehead. I'll get him for you.
Ben, you know this neighborhood pretty well. You go along with Archer's men.
Yes, sir.
And Ben, remember, this kid's got a gun. Don't you take any chances.
No, sir.
Walt, Jory's just a boy.
That's not all, Father. This kid in the hospital dies, he's a murderer.
Go on.
Hey, what is there?
Where is he?
Who are you kids?
Sure, your kid. Don't play dumb with me. Where is he?
You're his friend.
Oh, yeah, his friend, sure.
Now, look. I mean, if you're not his friends, I want you to get out of here, all of you.
What, are you gonna shoot me, mister?
Now, look,
What
kid,
does your kid do all the shooting in your family? What's the matter? You mad because he only got one of us?
That's enough, Race.
Look, I want Jory. Where is he? Where's that dirty little...
Race, I said that's enough.
I want that kid!
That's enough! Now, get out of here. All of you, come on. Father, this is my fault. I mean, that gun was a souvenir from the war. I should have gotten rid of it.
Let's find out what really happened before we start placing the blame.
How can we when Jory's gone?
Father, we gotta find them before they do.
I know, I've been looking everywhere for him.
You think he ran away, Father?
No, I think he's hiding somewhere in this Jory. Jory, I'm here to help you. That's what you're praying for, isn't it? Help?
Too late, Father.
That depends on you, Jory.
I'm not gonna let him put me in a cage.
So you're gonna run away.
What else can I do?
You can try to do what's right. Let us help you.
I'm afraid. Oh, Father, I'm so afraid.
Have faith in yourself, Jory. Have faith in God.
Guess maybe we better go down to the station.
Yeah.
You give this to Mom? Tell them that
I'll tell them, Jory. I'm sorry, Father. We've been soft on these kids too long. Hasn't done any good. So from now on, we're going to get tough.
And make Jory the example, huh?
We're going to prosecute according to law.
Prosecute, Father, not persecute.
That could be a difference without a distinction in this case. I'm convinced, Walt, that that boy is no murderer.
Father Wendt, I'm going to ask Judge Richter of Juvenile Court to hold a special preliminary hearing before we decide how to charge this boy.
Thank you. Walt, you say that homicide number 1 is premeditated murder.
Why else would he carry a gun with him into the alley?
Fear. Young, sensitive fear. I believe that Jory Alston acted the way he did through hysterical panic because of a situation that had been built up slowly until it was too much for him. It overwhelmed him.
Would you explain that, Father?
Race, when did you first ask Jory Alston to join your gang?
First day he came to the gym.
And what did he say?
I don't remember.
Well, did he seem to want to join?
No, not exactly.
Didn't I hear Jory say that he didn't want to join any gang?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know.
And then later, he looked around and he decided that KC had the best gang, so he thought he'd join up with them.
Yeah, that's a lie. He just joined the Panthers because he was yellow and he...
Yellow? That means he was afraid. What was he afraid of, Race?
Nothing.
He was afraid of you, wasn't he? You and your gang and what would happen to him if he refused to join.
All right. So we leaned on him a little. We didn't hurt him, did we?
And that street fight. You started that, didn't you, Casey?
What?
I did not. Race and Yucks did.
He's a liar.
You were after Jory to beat him up. We only tried to help him.
Help him, yeah, sure, help him. Just used him as bait to sucker us into a trap.
He's lying.
All right. You can see for yourself how the situation developed. A sensitive boy trying to be good. Beaten and frightened into joining one gang to protect himself from the other. You were frightened, weren't you, Jory? That day of the accident.
Race had a knife. He said... Well, I thought...
You thought he was going to kill you. Sure, he took a gun along. But I say that because of the fear that had been built up in that poor kid, that was an act of simple self-defense. Now, I don't know that day whether this gang intended any real violence or not. But to Jory, the threat was as great as though that gang of kids was a pack of mad dogs.
You've made a very telling argument, Father. Now, if the district attorney and Captain Bascom will join me a moment, I'll declare a short recess.
You. Stupid. And lucky. You're sullen and you're mad. You're sitting there planning to go out and do exactly as before, so that the whole stupid thing can happen all over again. Have you no intelligence? Can't you see how easily it could be one of you sitting there where Jory is? Or perhaps you'd rather be lying in the morgue, dead, with a bullet hole in your stomach like Yucks. Well, you will be. Just keep on going the way you are. Keep on with your gangs. Keep on fighting each other like animals.
Keep on going out looking for trouble instead of fun. You will be. Go ahead. I'll guarantee you'll be sitting in a jail cell. Or you'll be spilling out your blood in some dark, dirty alley, just as Yucks did. You don't have to, but God help you, you will. And you just can't understand how this could have happened, can you? This terrible thing. Let me quote to you something that was said by a gentleman named J. Edgar Hoover. He said, there are no born criminals. Look into the background of any criminal and invariably you'll find carelessness and neglect on the part of one parent or the other or both.
Look, Father, I mean, we were never careless or neglectful with Jory.
Mr. Hoover listed some other causes. Jory is sitting there right now in trouble because he couldn't face his fear.
Whose fault is that?
Owen's. I guess we all meet fears that we can't face alone.
What do you mean alone, Father?
Jory needed God's help, Mr. Alston. Kids need religious training at home. Daily prayer so that God is always with them, not just on Sundays.
After reconsideration of the circumstances leading up to the tragedy, the district attorney has decided to reduce the charge to involuntary manslaughter with a recommendation for clemency. That'll be all.
What'll this mean to the boy, Father?
Maybe a year in an honor camp. Perhaps a suspended sentence altogether.
Father Went? Well, me and Casey have been talking things over, and, yeah, Father, I guess it doesn't matter to you now, but, well, we decided you're right, and we're going to break up the gangs.
Oh, you're wrong, Race. Matters a great deal. Why, you've just given me the answer to 15 years of prayer.
John Edgar Hoover, director of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, has this to say: a youth's intelligence must be anchored in morality to give him the ability to determine right from wrong, good from bad, the true from the false. Churches should be the mecca of all social life for teenagers.